Hello there, and welcome back to Tatooine Tableflip. I'm Jimmy, and today I'll be unboxing Battle For Rokugan from Fantasy Flight Games. Let's get this thing on the table and get it open, shall we? Okay, so this is Battle For Rokugan. Let's get this thing open and have a look. The plastic doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, this is really nice. It's I don't know if you can tell, the box is embossed. This little river here and the letters here. That is really nice. In front of it says, a board game of conquest and cunning in the Emerald Empire for 2 to 5 players. And, wow, this box is heavy and the lid doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Okay, well, nice full color glossy paper. Components overview, the setup, and a nice picture of the map. Wow. And the rule book here is only, looks like it's going to be about 12 pages long, not counting the back, or with counting the back, excuse me. Some additional rules goes through the, looks like some of the tokens. Quick reference guide at the back, clan symbols, the general background stuff. All right. Oh, I just realized I've left my knife downstairs. Here, hold on a moment. This makes for some really good, really good television, doesn't it? Sorry, excuse me here a second. I try to get this thing open. I want to have a good look at these tokens. And they're the clan symbols. And as you can see, they're teardrop shaped. I'm assuming that's to, when you set them, they will point to certain spots on the map. And then they have some numbers and stylized artwork at the back. Here's the other clans. Looks like 7 clans represented. Wow, these are really nice. Miniature versions. It's tiny squares of all the clans. Fire, Sakura. Wow, yeah, these are really nice looking. All right. Well, the board is wrapped. We'll get back to that in a minute. These look like the player screens. Again, 7 clans, and wow, these are gorgeous. I don't know how well it's coming through on the camera, but it looks like a background of the map and kind of like a watercolor print. I don't know really how to describe it. I mean, you can see it pretty well, I think, but wow, these are really gorgeous. Oh, I love that one. Dragon is the clan that I play in the LCG as well, so these are really beautiful. Let's have a look at the back side and see your clan ability and some stats, and looks like what the tokens mean. See if they're the same. Yeah, looks like everything is the same except the clan ability at the top there. Wow, those are really nice. And they're not, you can see they're fairly flimsy, light cardboard, but they probably don't get handled an awful lot, so it's probably not anything to worry about. And we have some deck of cards here. First player token. Master of Governance, Tactics, Rise of an Empire, clan marker cards with 5 Rings story. Wow, those are cool. All right. Scout. Oh, it looks like Scouts in Shugenja, and they're marked with colors. I bet those go with the clans. Oh, no, there's only... Oh, I see. Blue and red. Huh, I wonder. Shugenjas are red. Scouts are blue. Must be enough to pass out to each, or to some of the clans anyway. The Rice Bowl of the Empire. At the end of the game, if you control either the Crane capital or 2 provinces in the Crane territory, you earn 6 honor. Okay. Nice strength of purpose, sacred grounds. I have no idea what all this symbology means yet. Let's have a look at the backs. Oh, okay, so it's the map, or bits of the map. I see. Maybe these are territorial cards because they're highlighting different areas of the map, as you can see. Wow. Boy, these are gorgeous. Amazing looking. Okay, here's another nice little bit of television. I'll see if I can get the map open without tearing it up here using my keys. Here we go. Nice sturdy. Oh, it looks like it's 3 sections. And wow, much bigger than I thought it was going to be. And that is beautiful. Well, there you have it. Legend of the 5 Rings, the Battle for Rokugan from Fantasy Flight Games. You know, this little box was actually pretty heavy. When I originally picked it up, I was kind of surprised at the weight, and I seen that it's all the board. The tokens are really high quality. They look like they're going to be real easy to punch out, which, you know, sometimes if you punch one out, like the edge will tear or something on some games. These look like they're going to essentially just fall right out of these. So that I'm really impressed by that, because it'll be just super easy and quick to punch out. The player screens, as I mentioned before, they're a very light, kind of more of a heavy pasteboard type paper. I don't really know what to call it, but they feel like they're sealed, so they're glossy. You know, they're slick, and they're probably as good a quality as they need to be, because they're probably not going to get handled very much, as I said during the unboxing. The cards are all standard Fantasy Flight type cards. They have the linen finish on them. I love that, but you're probably going to want to sleeve them as soon as possible. The board is, you can't see it well because it's all covered in the stuff now, but the board is absolutely gorgeous, and it's very, very heavy, very solid. And I tell you what, one of my new favorite things is that this board has the linen finish as well. So you guys know I love linen finish on my cards and stuff. The board now is, I want all board games now to have a linen finish on the board. This is amazing to me, and it's because it's such a nice textural feel, and you know, when you're laying the tokens down and stuff, it gives everything kind of a little bit of friction, a little bit of grip. So, you know, if somebody bumps the table on accident, the tokens aren't going to go flying, sliding across the board all over the place. Oh man, the quality of this thing is amazing. I'm really, really impressed. Typically between the opening and this segment, I like to kind of give a read through the rules and get a good idea for the game. And right now, on kind of first glance through there, it appears to resemble, I don't know, it's kind of a tough one for me to place because I'm not familiar with a lot of this type of game. I've heard it compared to Game of Thrones, and I've played Game of Thrones once, and I don't know, I'm not really seeing that. Maybe a better comparison, this is going to sound weird, but it might be Stratego. Might be a better comparison. I mean, if have that game or remember it from when we were kids. But I'm not sure that that's quite right either. So I didn't really read too deeply in the rule book. I just kind of paged through it real quick. So it's it's because it's really cold up here, you guys. I'm doing this episode the same time I did the Doctor Who Time of the Daleks episode, and man, I'm surprised. I can barely see my breath. I'm surprised it's not showing up on camera. It is freakishly cold up here, and the way that the room is set up, you guys have seen both sides of the studio up here now. These Kallax shelves on both sides of the room sit in front of the heaters, so I can't turn the heater on up here. So I'm going to have to get some kind of a little space heater or something if I'm going to shoot anything the rest of winter. But I just want to get this done and get out of here so I can get back downstairs where it's warm. Anyway, I'm super looking forward to this one. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. I'm a huge fan of the Legend of the Five Rings franchise. I played the CCG back, since it started back in the 90s, and then I played it up to, I don't know, 5 or so, maybe longer than that, a little bit longer than 5 years ago, and I kind of backed away from it and stopped playing. Still have a giant banker's box full of cards for it around here someplace, but then I was really excited when FFG got the license, and I've been playing the LCG ever since, and I'm really impressed with what they're doing so far, and I absolutely love the production on this game so far. I'm hoping the rules are maybe a little deeper than what I was just talking about a minute ago, and I'm pretty sure that FFG is probably going to drive their use of the license into the RPG as well. And the last time, I'm not a big RPG guy, but the last time I played it was the 4th edition of the old version, when they had those big, nice, kind of glossy books with this, like a silk feel on the covers. It's hard to describe, they're very soft. But some friends of mine and I played that version of the role-playing game, and I loved it. I love the Legend of the Five Rings universe and IP all the way around so far. Everything I've ever dealt with, I've just loved. And I'm hoping that FFG is going to, as I said, drive into the RPG realm as well and give us a new system so we'll have 3 ways to play in this universe. Hey, you guys, I have a Patreon page. It's Patreon/Tatooine Tableflip. Patreon.com/Tatooine Tableflip, excuse me. And I'd love it if you guys went over there and tossed a few bucks at us. Become a producer of both this review show and the podcast, Tatooine Tableflip, the podcast. Help us keep the lights on. Help us get some better content out for you guys. If you can't throw a few bucks at us, then think about donating games. We accept game donations. We'd like to review some older ones. Now that we're getting some of the newer stuff in as well, we'd want to go back and try to hit some old classic games. If you guys have, especially war games, like Twilight Struggle, that sort of thing, if you guys want to pass stuff like that along, donate it to the show, that'd be great. You'll get a shout out on the show and or the podcast. Let's see. You can reach me online at Twitter and Facebook. I am at BoardGamerBlues. And you can email me directly. It's JIMMIE, that's my name, at BoardGamerBlues.com. The website is still up, but I've kind of neglected it for a while. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, some of you know that I was recently in a pretty terrible accident, and it greatly impacted my ability to get around. I have a broken foot, so my content output suffered because of it, and because, as you know, when I do the show, I make my way through my living space up here into the game room, where then I shoot the rest of the episodes, and I haven't been able to get up and down the stairs very well, so I decided just to take a break from the show for a while. So it's been, I don't know, a month and a half or something since we've shot a proper review. So but I'm getting better, my foot's getting better, and everything else is in fairly decent shape, all things considered. And I'm going to be playing catch up over the next few weeks and trying to get a lot more of the games that I have on the review stack done, episodes shot, or written stuff for the website or just talk about them on the podcast. I'm still trying to kind of figure out the logistics of where I want each game to go. So it might be a little bit before you see some stuff. I'm going to try to get a review episode for this one shot as well, but it might be a week, it might be 3. I can't promise when. It's kind of right now, everything's a little up in the air, so it's kind of when I get to it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. I really appreciate you guys watching, and oh, and by the way, thanks for all the well wishes after the accident. I really appreciate it, you guys. That was awesome. All right, yeah, I think that's going to do it. I will see you guys next time on Tatooine Tableflip. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.